What's up, man? Got Steam Link working on my phone, so I'm testing how feasible it is to play stuff like this when I'm not at home. This is crazy. Access to my entire Steam library when I'm not at home with a controller on a phone. Like, I'm still in shock. It's pretty awesome. Got my assault supply switchport. I just had to buy a $350 phone and spend like an hour setting it up. And now I can play assault supply when I'm not at home. How well is it working? It's decent. There's a little bit of latency. It's more than playable. You know, stuff like this you wouldn't like. You wouldn't play like a fighting game or like a ranking match on an online game with this, but single player games where the only person who's affected by lag is you is totally fine. I've tried a number of games already. They've all been pretty solid. I tried Streets of Rage. I tried Orochi. I tried DMC5. Anything with a launcher won't work. I tried Neo. Neo actually worked pretty well. Yeah, you're not meant to like play online matches with this, basically. You can do other stuff just fine, but online matches, nope. Let's try this.
The King of Fighters 14.
Member select.
Hey, groupie. You wanna come up? Hey, groupie. You don't want to go to bed? She hasn't been spending as much time on my lap. She's gotten used to one of the beds that's over here. And she just came back on my lap. What's up, girl? Hey. Yeah. Good girl.
Ready, go!
Member select.
Hey, Oliver. What's up, dude? You wanna come up? Not feeding time for another hour. Come on up, man.
Ready, go!
Hurricane-a-ba.
Ready, go!
Yeah, super cancel it. play something else. I'm sure the latency is not helping. Let's try something else. Uh, Problem with playing Muso games like this is there's a lot of artifacting, and the maps in Muso games are really small, even when you are playing in HD resolution. I tried playing Orochi, and the map was just like a blur of pixels. So anything that requires like looking at like a minute detail like that doesn't really work well on here, unfortunately. Like you can play a game like this just fine, but Muso games in particular, there's too much artifacting. Probably wouldn't play this in a party like this either. This is like strictly for single player stuff. Don't want to make someone else's experience miserable because you're playing on a mobile device like miles from home. Uh, for single player stuff, this is actually pretty damn cool. It's just anything else is kind of pushing it. See if I could do this on streaming. Remote streaming, I mean. think it's just all 3D games, actually. There's a lot of artifacting. Like, for instance, I don't know what you guys see, but on my end, the health bar and stuff is like just a blur of pixels. Which in this game is pretty important. I had to restart my phone to do this, so I can't play like KOF or anything tonight. I'd have to physically go home and restart the client. This is more interesting anyway. This is something different. Yeah, I can like barely see right now. Probably need to set a higher quality setting for like 3D games. For 2D games, this is fine, but with 3D games, there's too much artifacting, especially looking at things from a distance. I can like barely see. Yeah, next time I do this, I'd probably have to set the quality up a little bit. I'm definitely feeling it. I'm not feeling latency. It's more visibility is kind of the problem. Like next to my character, I can see pretty well, but when it gets into the distance, it's a real mess. I don't really think there's much I can do about that right now, though. All right, let's try something else. I'm just trying a variety of games right now. See what's feasible to play like this and what isn't. So far, everything's been relatively fine. It's I tried Orochi, and I couldn't really read the map. It was too blurry. Tried a couple other games off stream, too. I would try Godfall, but that's going to set up another launcher. And that might screw up the whole thing until I get home. And I'm not going to be home for 2 hours, so I'm not taking that risk right now. I already had to restart my phone to get this to work in the first place. Let's see how this runs. I won't be able to access the trainer from remotely, but I set it all up before I left, so it should still stay, I think. I would imagine it will stay. It's really not that much more laggy than when I'm actually right next to the computer, when I'm physically at home. It's like it's a little bit laggier. The quality's a little bit worse, but like it's not that noticeable. You be doing this or what?
Hey, we doing this or
Yes,
what?
we are, Johnny Young Bosch. We're playing your game on a phone. With full controls. Full controller set up. And I'm like 4 houses away from home right now. See if this still works. Might not be feasible to play this if it didn't save my settings. I tested it earlier and it did.
Double break. Catch up to V. Fast. What a mess.
Hey, Ruby.
got me. Oh, whatever shall I do? Yeah, I can make this work. Should have just hacked my way through.
Yeah. Nice to be self-aware, Johnny Young Box.
Seem like a demon.
He's your dad.
Wait, which way did I come from again?
I can't get out. I can't see. Should be over here. All right. Well, that most passes the test. It's cool that the trainer settings stuck, even though I'm not at home. I set it up before I left, so that's good to know. If I want to do that more, I can. Let's see. Is there anything else I really want to test? I kind of played a lot of my mainstays already. I have a lot of stuff uninstalled right now because I'm running out of space. I need to get another hard drive. Let's try a 2D game. See how this runs. It's probably going to be a little bit easier to tell what the hell is going on. want to see if I can parry. That'll be the test of the latency. Yeah, I can't parry. This might not be the best game to play like this either. That's one of the easiest things to parry too. I can't do it while I'm playing a game like this. Probably have to do it earlier. Alright, verdict on this is it's way too hard to parry. The latency, which is about what I said. You know, he wouldn't play like a fighting game like this or like a Final Fantasy 14 raid or something. The stuff that requires less timing, that you also don't have like 100 hours of muscle memory in, it's fine. Stuff like that, unfortunately, that's not a game I would really play like this. Which is fine because I have it on Switch, and Switch is like a perfect port. Battle for the Grid I would not play on here for that reason, but no reason to really do that. That works on Switch just fine. All these fighting games, nope. Muso games, the map is really hard to read. Neo 2, seeing things in the distance is really hard. It feels like you're like handicapped in a way playing it like this. You can see things like directly in front of you, but as soon as it's like a couple character lengths away, you can't see it, which in that game is a killer. If it was any other game, that would just be kind of mildly annoying, but in that game it can get you killed. So I don't know how much of that I'd play. DMC 5 towards the end there, I could barely tell what I was doing. It's a little bit too grainy. KOF, same deal. It's really hard to land like super cancels and stuff. Also, the D-pad on this thing it's not the best. It's not terrible. It's better than like the 360 D-pad. It's not the best one I've ever used. For fighting games, not as good as you'd like. Let's see how this runs. Relatively static game. Oh, fuck. Never mind, that game's got a launcher, so you can't get in. I'm glad that didn't completely screw it up. I'm here for another hour and a half, so I don't want to do anything that's gonna make it mess up like that. I think I'll try one more game. controls are all messed up. The hell are the default controls? Weird. He won't jump. Alright, well, that'll have to get fixed at home. That's a bummer. Gotta have that game on Switch too. Controls are all jacked up. It's weird. I might have set things up the wrong way. I'll have to fix that at home. That was relatively playable though. Actually, this is probably a really bad game to try right now because it's very dark. you're in a literal like dark temple most of the time, so I'm not even gonna bother trying that one. That's just a waste of time. Probably get you killed a lot in that game trying to play that like this. That's actually getting a Switch port in like what, like a little over a week. I was gonna say it better still have my save. I don't know how much grade I have on this file. To go check. That's right, I was doing the Kratos dungeon. I don't think I had enough to really carry anything over. Easy to check how much grade I have though before I stop. No, yeah, I've only got 2,000. That's like barely enough. Yeah, you need 2,000 just for to carry all the moves and the passives. You can start with like 5,000, I think. Actually, no, you need this too. The rest of this stuff is whatever. Fell arms power. Yeah, you definitely need this because this is what allows you to have more variety in your builds. Yeah, 2K is nowhere near enough. These are basically pointless. There's no reason to ever use these. It's like 10K to carry over all the good stuff. But you could start with 5K, but it's so easy to get grade in that game. It's better to just go for it all. I was just curious how much grade I had. How much grinding do I have ahead of me whenever I play that again? It's interesting how this game is like almost 25 years old and it has better control remapping than modern stuff because you just push the button and it remaps it for you. That's how most fighting games do it these days. This game really was ahead of its time. Lots of button configs don't tell you what button it is. You have to select it and hold it down and stuff. With this, you can just be done with it in like seconds. As long as you know what you want to remap things to. This definitely feels pretty laggy. Oh, I can't get back. What happened? I can't get back. That's not good. Weird. Definitely did a number on the battery, though. I had it at 100% before I left. I've only been streaming for what, like, about an hour. That's understandable, though. It's working pretty hard. I couldn't back out of that. I don't know if I can get back in. Let's see. You can disable sound. Yeah, this looks a lot better. I can't get back to the menu, though. That's the problem. It's all jacked up. Is there a way I can close the game? Ah! Come on! Fuck. I can't get out of the game. Buttons just like stopped working. Will that fix it? It's almost a crisis there. Okay, so I have it on beautiful quality right now. Let's see if that makes this work. If this will actually make this game more playable. Like, if you lose connection on the computer, the game's still running wherever the host PC is, which in my case is just a block away. But if that happens and you can't like force it to close, so I can screw it up. For me, it's just kind of a minor inconvenience because I'm right down the street, but it would suck to have that happen while you're like at work or something. If you're like a security guard or something, or you know, not much is going to happen. That would be a real pain for that to happen. Yeah, this really doesn't look that much better. Just moving the camera turns it into pixel soup. It's probably fine to play like picture scrolls with this, but actual levels, you're gonna get hit by things you can't see, and that's a real pain. That's pretty common, though. That's just how streaming things on the internet works. The bitrate has to work a lot harder when there's constant motion. On a static game like 2D, it's mostly fine, but the 3D games, it can really vary. Like, I don't know what you guys see, but I can barely see that crab over there. I could just barely see it. And if I was actually at home right now, it'd be very visible. I could barely see that ladder. When I get like this distance, the ladders, I can barely see it. Huh. Well, I think that's enough testing for this right now. It works better than I thought it would. Let's grab KOF stuff. Or we grab that and just stop. So I have to feed the kitties in like 20 minutes. Overall review of it is it's way better than I thought it would be, but it doesn't seem like putting it on the higher quality really helped much with visibility in 3D games. As I was saying, that was what I was most excited to play. Things I can't just play on Switch. A lot of those games I do have on Switch, so outside of the purpose of streaming, I can play those games just fine without this fancy setup. I'll have to look into it. Maybe there's something I can tweak from the computer's end. Computer's hooked up wired, so that does help. It's not trying to give that intense signal over a Wi-Fi signal. Oh, that's right. I can't even really play this right now because Mantis is not working. You're not gonna give me anything, are you? No. This is why I play you a lot less game. Like detoxing from this game slowly. I think the collaboration is probably going to be Street Fighter. My reasoning behind thinking the collaboration for this month is going to be Street Fighter is because SNK versus Capcom, the Neo Geo Pocket Color game, that's coming out on Switch in like 3 days. So that means that they have negotiated with Capcom to distribute that again. Obviously, they can't put something like that out without consenting Capcom. So that's going to be interesting if it is Street Fighter. It's not entirely far-fetched. I know that SNK and Capcom had beef way back, but seems like they've worked out whatever it was. It would be interesting if it was Street Fighter. I mean, they have Street Fighter and Power Rangers Legacy Wars, which is a lot less of a high-fidelity game than this is. It's not entirely out of the question. It seems like that's what it's going to be. Well, with the collaborations for this, they always just kind of like shadow drop them, so you can't really plan. You know, going to care about the characters. I just don't know how they're gonna like power creep them farther than they already have. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna drop the money to get them because I'm playing this less and less. It would be interesting if it was Street Fighter though. I think a lot of people would be happy with that. No one really liked the Seven Knights collaboration. People just liked it because of the busted characters. They made it a lot easier to play who you actually want. Nobody liked the characters though. They're all just generic fantasy MMO people. Don't have a lot to offer design wise. There's no nostalgia tied to them either, unless you're, in Asia or something who actually played Seven Knights. All right, that's gonna do it for now. Probably come back tonight. I did download PSO2 Global. A friend of mine from the channel is actually gonna help me, so that's probably on the agenda tonight. East 9 if he's not available. I haven't touched that. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for helping me test this. I should be back. Let's see. I've got to feed the kitties in about 20 minutes, so I usually get home around 9:30, so it takes a long time. There's 10 kitties here, so there's a lot to feed. Once I get all that done and I get home and settled in and stuff, I'll see if I feel like streaming some more. Thanks for watching.